Losing is what got us here. None of us feel good about it. This is, where we are. You are what your record is. You are what has happened, recently. But things can change quickly. Once we losing is what got us here.
Knicks family, what's popping? The New York Knicks is popping. That's what's popping. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the thing, man. We're doing the thing. Doing the thing. Tony, what's good with you, bro?
Back to back. We on a losers lounge streak.
Yeah, word up. You know what I'm saying? Back to back losers lounges. I got a pretty good feeling that we're gonna do another one on Saturday after we beat the Detroit Pistons. I don't want to jinx the game, but I feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? And listen, teams gotta. We're probably at this point in time where teams are a little bit nervous about playing the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Teams are nervous about playing the Knicks. Fans are nervous about playing the Knicks because they know now that we're serious. You know what I'm saying? We're serious. We're a serious ball team. We're a serious squad.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Dangerous. I mean, right off the bat, you got fans from teams who aren't even playing, complaining and crying and talk about you got to beat the Knicks. Right? Who is this? Click.
Lonzo,
something Hawks fan. Need y'all to beat the Knicks.
Yeah. Just piggybacking in somebody else's chat, wishing on our downfall.
Right.
We'll see y'all soon, man. Revenge games coming soon.
Now, why do they need them to beat us? As a matter of fact, all that does is make us more motivated to beat them. Right? When that game comes around next week.
It's funny. I don't know if it's the same dude, but the same comment was in the previous chat. I didn't capture it. I let it go. I let it slide. But it says same thing. I need y'all to beat the Knicks. So I'm gonna look out for him and see if he's if he's just watching us,
Right. Just watching. Yeah, just being a Knicks troll. Could be. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Knicks for clicks. Everybody used the Knicks to try to get a little bit of fame. You know what I'm saying? So it could be just a Knicks troll or something like that. What do you think about this Hawks game coming up though? In a couple of days. And it's the in-season tournament.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Revenge on my mind. We are not the same team that we were then. They are not the same team either. So another test for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, they on a streak. So yeah, bring it. Let's go.
What's their streak right now?
I think it's 5. I don't know if they played tonight, so I think it's 5. 5 games.
Are they? I know a couple of years ago they were one of those teams that we were nervous about playing in the playoffs because of the pick and roll, because of Trae Young, because of a lot of things. You worried about that same thing?
Not as much because I think they're different dynamic. Now, I will say that the young kid Johnson, I wasn't up on him when we played them last. So I wasn't worried about him. He's been showing out. So, but I like my chances with OG guarding him. You know what I mean? I do like my chances. I think OG is a guy who kind of scouts players, and he might not have been on the scouting report yet for him. That's why he might have got the best of him.
Yeah, that guy can hoop though, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice pickup for Atlanta. That kid can ball. He's got a bright future in the league. You know what I'm saying? I hate playing against Trae Young.
I do too.
I don't know. I just hate playing
And
against
and
Philly.
I don't think Cat had a good game that game for some reason.
Oh, I mean, that was early in the season. We're still figuring ourselves out, but the Knicks were figuring themselves out a lot more than we are now, right? We didn't have the chemistry we have now. Obviously, the offense wasn't as good. We're starting to round back into shape defensively. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're a much different team than we were then. You know what I mean? So definitely, and it's at home, right? Right. So that's definitely a benefit for the Knicks playing at home. Uh, Get this up here, Tony. This guy, Tony, said, "Ball needs to watch Brunson playing tonight. 19 points, 5 for 6, and 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Very efficient."
That's what Brunson does.
That's what Brunson does. You know what
And
I'm saying?
that was the first quarter, by the way.
First quarter. Yeah, first quarter. Um, what do you think about Ball, LaMelo, and his career so far?
I mean, obviously when he plays, he's good. He's getting better. Um, I like him for where the situation he's in, but
Mhm.
I also don't think he's on the level of like a Ja Morant. You know what I mean? Like I think they're both flashy, but
Right.
I think Ja can clean that up and be efficient and better. I don't know if LaMelo is gonna do that anytime soon. He's got to mature a lot. You know what I mean? Once he matures, like
Yeah.
LaMelo in his prime is probably gonna be a problem.
Okay.
But right now, I think he has all the freedom and no discipline. Like I
Mm.
think he needs a disciplinary coach,
Right.
a guy that's gonna give him structure.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
when he gets that, whew, could
I
be a
mean, the
problem.
Hornets. The thing about the Hornets is they actually have a talented team, right? Um, but they can't stay healthy this year. I mean, it seems like they never can stay healthy. Ryan said it's time for us to learn that if we get one player back, it'll take 1 or 2 games for a new guy to get hurt in their place. I mean, they had Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller is talented. Um,
Bridges.
Bridges, Miles Bridges, talented. Obviously, LaMelo Ball's talented. Like they have a talented team.
You
You
know
know,
what they don't have? A good vet.
true, true. They don't. They don't. And people, so many people discount um, that vet, that strong vet. You know what I'm saying? And what that vet can do for your basketball team and having young players like that. They should look back into history. Back when back in the day with the Wizards, they had some young vets on that team, right? And then they started wilding out, bringing guns into the locker room and all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not, I'm sorry, they had a young team without vets.
Yep.
It was bugging.
You know, who would be a good fit for them, in my opinion?
Who's that?
Dylan Brooks
Mm,
next to
okay.
LaMelo, and that's also another thing I think they need. Not saying Bridges ain't tough, but they need a different kind of toughness. You know
Right.
what I mean? And even him, after his allegations, he can't really, you know what I mean? Like, can't really be tough in the NBA now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is a talented team. I guess structure is what they need. Like you said, they need some structure. A vet would help because on paper, like this guy Mike is saying, it sucks that on paper we should be a competitive team, but nobody can stay healthy. even with a new training staff. I mean, but when you're young and you don't take care of your body, you're gonna suffer injuries.
And LaMelo, he should go talk with Steph. You know what I mean? Because it's ankles, right? That's what's been hampering him.
Yeah,
Go talk with
right.
Steph.
Yeah,
Figure out how he got through it.
how he got through it and what he did. JJ, it's JJ from Brooklyn, by the way, said Hornets' oldest player is a 30-year-old, but he's a rookie.
That's funny.
You know, so yeah, yeah. Uh, they got this guy Brandon Miller though, man. Said we have to make some we have to make some moves now. Jeff needs to pull the trigger now on something. Brandon can't score by himself. Well, if he had his counterparts out there, he wouldn't have to score by himself. And
And
I
I was
just
gonna
go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say this earlier. With one of the callers was talking about Brandon Miller. I think right now this is the best experience for him to really get. You know what I mean? To kind of show what he could do. He has to do it all currently. You know what I
Right.
mean? With all these guys out, but that's gonna build his game for when these guys come back. Because now he's being a playmaker. You know what I mean? Like he's being the primary scorer. He's getting confidence because he's getting the focus of the defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's still producing. So to me, this should be the best thing you guys could have asked for. His experience now is going to be invaluable.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt about it. It will. It'll be huge. It'll be huge for them. You know what I'm saying? And his development right now. You know what I'm saying? Him just developing as a guy who's going to be a primary scorer on the team. You know what I'm saying? And understanding how to take that responsibility. So, yeah, it's good for him. It's definitely good for him. You know, it's tough. You know, it's tough because a couple of years ago, you know, before everything happened with Bridges, and you know, they were like a team that was on the rise. Now they're a team that can't get straight. Timothy said, "Worst game all season. This was ugly. Yeah, it was. It was ugly. It was bad.
That's saying a lot considering they not having a great year.
Yeah, right, right, right. And you know, this was a lot of the sentiments of their fans. Gr said, was a 3-point game at half. What the happened?
Oh, were you nervous in that first quarter? 13.
Yeah,
You know, given how we had to scrap to beat them the last
you
time.
know, I was nervous because we don't know the character of this team yet in those situations. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the character yet. Do they lay down or do they stand up in those situations? Being in the situation, coming back, we start to learn about their character in those situations. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, Sim. That first time we played them, even though we won, I think I was in that. What day was that? That was the day before
That
Thanksgiving.
was the day after Thanksgiving, I think.
Day after that,
Yeah.
man, I was pissed. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
heated,
Right.
even though we won.
Even though we
So
won. No, I
so in
didn't.
that moment when we was down 13, like it brought all that energy back from,
Right.
you know what I mean? I'm
And
like, come on, bro.
a team like them, they're gonna look and say, "Well, look, the first game
Yeah,
we almost won. We was right there.
there.
We had them down 13." You know what I'm saying? And somehow you play them in an important situation, they feel like they can beat you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they feel like, yeah, we got a chance. Oh, said this is embarrassing. Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But hey, don't feel bad because the Knicks have been embarrassing teams over the past week or so. They've been
Yeah,
embarrassing teams.
that definitely was one of the comments last game.
Yep. Yep. The Knicks have been embarrassing teams, man. So, you know, don't feel too bad about it. We're just a superior team right now. Sean said, the way Brunson sells contact he could go into professional wrestling. I mean,
Yeah,
you're right, Tony.
he does love wrestling.
He does. You're right. I mean, you're trained today to sell contact. You get hit, sell it a little bit so the refs can see it. It's not just Brunson; it's everybody in the league. Right? You're trained that way now. So everyone's gonna do it. Sell the contact. Make sure the referee calls it. You know what I mean? Um, Sometimes it's to the detriment of a team. I think Brunson does a good job controlling when he's going to sell it, when he's not going to sell it. Brunson's a smart player.
And more importantly, whether he sells the contact or not, his objective is finishing the play.
Finishing the play, yeah.
So some guys sell the contact and don't focus on the shot. You know what I mean?
I do remember there were times last year when I was a little bit upset about. I thought Brunson sometimes gave up decent shots looking to get the foul call. You know what I'm saying? And there were a few times when he didn't get the foul call and blew having a decent shot. But I think he's done better. He's done a lot better. You know what I'm saying? He's learned. Brunson is a sponge. He just learns. He learns. He figures it out.
And improves. Yep.
And improves. Right. That's what he does. That's what he does. You know what I mean? And that's why he's become the star that he is. You know, from a second-round pick to a star. It's crazy. Gotta love it, though. You know what I mean? Gotta love it.
He had 19 points in the first quarter. Ended with what? 24?
24. Yeah. 24.
And it was still 24 points in 27 minutes.
Right.
So it's like, you know what I mean? He really didn't do much after that first quarter. But then you look at 24 points, 27 minutes. It's like, oh, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Well, we needed them 19 then. You know what I mean? Down 13.
And that's what the leader and the star does, right? Okay, they need me to score right now. I'm going to get my buckets. I'm going to do what I got to do to keep us in the game. And then
we back to normal. All right.
Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go do your thing. Take care of business. That's what you're supposed to do. Exactly what you're supposed to do. We're here in the Losers Lounge, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks defeated the Charlotte Hornets 125-101 in blowout fashion. The Knicks are 9-2 in the last 11 games. They're now 14-8 on the season. You know, they're going to have a chance this month to really create some separation between them and some other teams in the Eastern Conference. So definitely looking forward to what's coming with this New York Knicks team.
And hopefully gain some ground.
Gain some ground, right? Gain some ground on Boston, on Cleveland. Are you worried about Cleveland? Because everyone's talking about Boston still, as far as Knicks fans, and don't seem worried about Cleveland.
I'm not worried, but I'm acknowledging that they're better than they were when we played them previously in the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So I'm acknowledging that, especially Allen. You know what I mean? Like he's really you know what I mean? This is his best year.
Right.
He's shown some growth, some mental growth as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they just keep winning.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about them as a matchup, but I'm respecting their growth.
Yeah. Okay. And they just keep winning. Right now, the Knicks have the third longest winning streak in the league. The Hawks are on a 5-game win streak. The Knicks are on a 4-game win streak. Dallas Mavericks are on a 6-game win streak. Somebody else is on a 4-game win streak, I thought. Cleveland, they're on a 3-game win streak. They're 20-3 on the season. They right now have the best record in the league. Followed by Boston. And then Oklahoma City. What a changing guard in this league.
I love it.
It's crazy.
I love
Me
it.
too. Me too. Me too.
And it happens so quick. It don't normally happen this quick. You know what I mean? You know what it is though? It's LeBron's run. You know what I mean? LeBron's Eastern Conference run, and the Warriors dynasty.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Like, so they was just tied to each other for so many years, and then consecutive years. It was like now it's like now the NBA is better this way. You know what I mean? It's no foregone conclusions.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. The NBA is definitely better this way. Every night when you come out to play, you know you got to hoop. You know what I'm saying? You can't take any nights off. You know, and the NBA is definitely better that way. That's how you want it to be. I mean, that's exactly how you want it to be. But Tony, it's a quick show.
Good show though.
But a good one. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know, we spent a lot of time on the post-game show. You know, my adrenaline is making me crash a little bit right now. The adrenaline I had on that show is making me crash a little bit right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's so good,
my
man.
Ron in the building. Salute, my brother.
Sir. It's good to knock him out, though.
Look at D Cooler. So, whoa, pump your brakes. Cat is good, but not better than Brunson.
This is gonna be a fun discussion.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Oh yeah.
D Coolest, why do you still have an Obi icon? What we doing? At least put Jacob up there.
Yeah. It's hard to find a picture, or some people won't recognize it. They won't even know who that is.
Yeah, what we doing? What we doing? Obi's gone, man. He's not coming back. He's out of there. You know what I mean? He's out of there. Yeah, Ron. I'm on my way out. I'm fading. I'm super fading right now. I've been up early, and now it's late. I'm fading. I'm trying to stick it out there, but I'm fading. You know what I mean? So I'm about to head out. You know, so I can go get some rest. Got to get up early tomorrow. Going to the office, whatnot. Yeah, she said them late 40s. You got to remind me, Ron. Remind me, bro. You don't got to remind me that I'm in my late 40s. I know. I'm going to be 49 next month, Tony.
Yeah, I got a birthday coming too.
Be 49. I'll be 1 year away from 50.
You know what, though?
Crazy business.
Crazy. I can't wait to that 50th birthday party.
Yeah. I'll be 1 year away from fair. It's crazy business.
I might request it off on your birthday next year for the following year, because I know we doing something crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Got to, man.
Maybe go to a Knicks game or something. But yeah, 50. It's bugged out. You know what I mean? But what we gonna do? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm up out of here. I appreciate your time. You know what I mean? Catch you on. Well, I'm try to do something tomorrow night, hopefully. And then on Saturday, the Knicks play the Pistons. The Coolest said they turned 50 today. Happy
birthday.
Today on 12/6 or yesterday on 12/5. But happy birthday either way. 50 years old. Man, that's the number. 50. Sheesh. It's crazy. We out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
None of us feel good about it. This is, where we are. You are what your record is. You are what has happened, recently. But things can change quickly. Once we losing is what got us here.